Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, you can hear me now? Okay, cool. I'm sorry. I was telling you guys about this song. This song is freaking amazing. It's a song from the 1960s, and it's a lost song that never got recorded. And it absolutely is going to shape this reading. And so it's kind of important that you hear the words to it. So I want to go through it again so you'll understand what it's about. So just listen for a moment, okay? Shadow of My Own Heart. That's the name of it. This is a beautiful song. I mean, it's gorgeous. I put it in the description box for you, a link to it, to YouTube Music, so you can hear it. There's a picture on the dresser. Faded, worn, and still. Your smile's a ghost that lingers where the light won't kill. I try to find forgiveness in the bottom of a prayer, but the echo keeps reminding me you're everywhere. I'm living in the shadow of my own heart, trying to mend what's been torn apart. Every tear, truth, every ache, walking through the shadow of my own heart. Beautiful song. It's just the instrumental part now. I tried to fix my glasses and I got super glue on my fingers. It wouldn't fix them. So the dawn comes cold and lonely where your laughter used to fall. A whisper to the silence, but it don't answer at all. I ain't looking for redemption. I've been there before. Just searching for a reason to keep opening this door. I'm living in the shadow of my own heart, trying to mend what's been torn apart. Every tear of truth, every axe of star, still walking through the shadow of my own heart. Maybe sorrow's just a teacher. Maybe pain's a friend in disguise. If love is the fire that burns me, then the ashes will help me rise. And I'm going to stop there because that's essentially what the song says. And there's no point in repeating that again. You heard what she said. She is just devastated by someone who really broke her heart. Maybe more than one someone, you know. Have you ever felt like love just left you out? Has anyone ever felt that way? Like nothing ever really was all that fabulous? That every time you ever tried to love somebody, they always tore your heart out. Have you ever felt that way? I feel that way. I feel that way. All right, I'm going to get a prayer. And this makes sense because you remember she said she was searching for forgiveness. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who've trespassed against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. And many of us have unforgiveness in our hearts. But what we have to remember is that God forgave us, so how can we withhold forgiveness from others? And I know that that is often, it's challenging because people can do horrific things. Horrific things. I have been going through hell since August. And I've tried to make friends online, and I've had nothing but one person after the other devastate my feelings. And, I don't really know them, so it's not that big of a deal. But if you compound that on the top of the fact that every relationship I've ever had has been painful to the point of giving up on love. I've given up on it. And I feel that you may have too. Some of you may have too. You're just like, no, I'm not going there anymore. I don't want to feel the pain anymore. The pain is not worth the little bit of pleasure that comes from relationships. And it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be friendships. Like, you could have friends that every time you make a friend, they fuck you over. But that's what I feel this video is ultimately about, is getting over painful relationships. And so I'm going to use a particular deck of cards that I bought for healing a broken heart. But we're going to do a couple other things first. Spirit, show me how you want to start this reading. Let's get some rocks. Let's get some rocks. Spirit, how are you working here? Because, ultimately, the surprise might be that somebody might come along that might surprise you, that might actually want to build a life with you, and that might actually have a true and genuine connection with you. And so it's important that we keep our heart open. But isn't that the challenge sometimes, to keep your heart open when it's been broken so many times? Even by family. I mean, it doesn't have to be a romantic interest. You could have had your heart broken by nearly everyone you've ever fucking known. And that wouldn't surprise me in the least. Alright, here's what we're dealing with. Honor. Sorry. A friend. Look, Cosmo bit the tip off my fingernail. A friend with honor. Could you imagine? That's probably you. Wealth. Spirit wants to talk to you about your money, about your success. This is beautiful. About trust. It's hard to trust when people have constantly lied to you about so many things, unnecessary things. And also, it's affecting your faith. I think, like I said, you feel like love has left you out. Like, Spirit has left you out when it comes to love. Like, why did I get the hand dealt to me where everybody that I try to love hurts me? Why did I get that dealt to me? And I sit here and bring hope to everybody every day that they can have love. And I can't even find it myself. But you know where I have found it? I found it within myself, in the shadow of my own heart. Just like that song was saying, if love is the fire that burns, the ashes are what'll help me rise. And so that's essentially what I've had to do in my life, because I have been hurt so many times by so many people. And I have loved them anyway, forgiven them for the horrific things that they have done to me. Because God has forgiven me for the horrific things that I have done. I'm no angel either. None of us are. Some of us may be better than others, but none of us are perfect. And there's no big or little wrong. They're all just wrongs. Or you can call it sin if you want to call it sin. Call it whatever you want. But we've all wronged someone in some way. I don't know what this reading's really going to be about, except honor a friend, your wealth, your success, trust, and your faith. And I think that all of this is what's been dealt with when you've gone through what you've gone through. So let me see how do you want to work this, Spirit? How do you want this to flow? All right, let's pull virtues and see what comes out. Respect came out, and it's like you don't have a job, or you're not doing what you should be doing for Spirit. I don't know which. Your faith is showing up. Remember I said your faith already. It's twice now. Stewardship under that, and then integrity on the bottom of the deck. So you have integrity and respect, but no job. And your faith is here. So you're having faith that your integrity and your respect will help you to get a job, and then maybe be able to manage your money, okay? So you might have lost your job, or you're just looking for a better job because what you make isn't enough to pay all your bills and you're really struggling financially. I think a lot of us are being hit hard by the economy, because things that used to cost, $1 are now $5 or $6. I mean, inflation has gone up so high since COVID that it's I bought groceries last night, and I literally got Otto some dog food, and I got coffee creamer and some caramel to go in my coffee. What else did I get? That was it. It was pretty much it. And it was 90 some dollars. Otto's dog food is 30. The coffee was 20. That's 50 right there. I mean, everything has gotten so expensive. A bag of coffee that used to cost $10 is now $17.99. What the fuck? How are we? And our income has not gone up. If anything, people are hiring us for less. And I have had no luck finding a job this time. Normally, I have no trouble finding a job. I did have somebody offer me that contract, and that's still on the table. I didn't want to mess with them today, because Mondays are really hectic in mental health. And so I figured I'd wait until Tuesday if I haven't heard from them, because she didn't say when they were going to reach out. She just said they were going to reach out and follow up this week to finish my process to hire me. So I don't know what Spirit's doing here, but let's just start out and look and see. I want to look at what's going on with us. There's something going on with this collective. This collective needs healing big time. And I feel it. I feel like this collective has been through a lot. A lot of us have really been through a lot of painful experiences. Patience and miracles. Spirit saying, be patient. I got miracles. And sometimes you hear that and you go, whatever. Whatever. Potential for miracles. Get in flow and get the miracles. So the miracles are when you're in flow. That's when the miracles happen. All right, show me how you're working in our home lives, Spirit. Things are very simple at home, not real complicated. There's no gateway for some reason. And there's solitude. So it's, wait, there's more here. You can't take action to go through a gateway and you're alone. So things are very simple, and right now you can't take the action you want to take to go through a gateway. For some reason, you're not unable to get through a gateway. The gateway's closed for some reason. So, and you're all alone. All right, what's going on at work? Or how are you working if we don't have a job? How are you working in our work life? I'm going to find out why. There's no adventure at work. It's like you're just not, you're unsatisfied with work. You're not going on any adventures for some reason. All right. Maybe that's just you thought you were going to go somewhere and now you're finding out you can't go for some reason. All right. Surprises. That's a lot of surprises. Somebody is not embracing something. They found out the truth. You're going to find out the truth about leadership, love, and it's going to be illuminated, and you're going to have forgiveness. So you're going to find out somebody that you're in love with is lying to you, it looks like, about embracing. Like they weren't really wanting to embrace you. I think they were lying to you for some reason. Let's find out more about that. All right, and what's going on in our love lives? In our love lives, we're happy. That's odd. Do you feel happy in your love life? Good for you. I'm so happy for you. So you're happy in your love life. Maybe you're happy because you love yourself and you love spirit. That's why I'm happy. If it wasn't for that, I would be miserable. But I love myself, and I love Otto, and I love Cosmo. All right. Or maybe that's how Spirit's working, is to make you happy in your love life. This could be how Spirit's working. At work, there's no adventures. So maybe you're not going to have to travel, and you used to have to travel a lot. You're not going to travel as much, or you're not going to travel at all anymore. All right. What's your role here? You're not relaxing. You've lost your courage. And you feel like nothing's ever going to change. Ooh, okay. So negativity is what our role is. We're very negative right now, collective. Spirit's working on getting us to change that. What's going to be our outcome? Even with all of that negativity. No, I mean, but no wonder if this is happening as a surprise that you're finding out the truth and you're having to forgive that somebody wasn't really embracing you. Or they may have been embracing someone else. Something powerful is about to happen, collective. Spirit said something powerful is about to happen. I don't know. You feel unfulfilled, or something's not going to be fulfilled. There's something that's not going to happen, not going to be fulfilled. All right, let's see what comes out of this deck for our home lives. I'm just looking at every aspect. Home life for this collective, Spirit. What are you doing? It's simple right now. Right now, your career, you have no career at home. But you're manifesting this. It's like, almost like you don't want to work. And you're going to have financial health at home. You're manifesting financial health without having a career. Maybe you're getting married for money. I don't know. Maybe you're going to get lucky and find somebody with money that falls in love with you. I don't know. What about work life? At work, you have your psychic abilities. And you're empowered, but there's a lack of protection here. Okay, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. That is not going to work. Not here. That is not going to work. All right, Spirit. Show me what we need to do to protect our psychic abilities. What do we need to do to protect our psychic abilities? Okay. If you want to have prophetic dreams, there's something in here for that. Okay, let's go with this one, okay? We're going to go with this. Wow. What are we going to go with? Okay, we're going to go with this. Here we go right here. We're going to do the drawing powder. Use this powder to draw luck, love, or success to you. Could you use all three of those? You need some cornmeal, some magnetic sand, and some confectioner's sugar. Add to a base of rice flour or cornstarch. That's what you need to come up with if you want to draw luck, love, or success to you. Okay, this powder is very important. Fiery wall of protection. Use for protecting yourself and your environment and as an adjunct to any protection work. Dragon's blood powder, sea salt, frankincense, myrrh, dried chili, cayenne pepper, powdered ginger, powdered cinnamon, and black peppercorn. And then there's the go away powder. This powder is very important. It's an antidote to Follow Me Boy products as well as the general going away powder. If you decide the guy that you got to follow you around like a little puppy is too pitiful for words, but you don't want to hurt his feelings, use this. You can also use it on customers that want back. The customers that you want back, but you don't want them nipping at your heels all the time. The effect of this powder is to get someone to leave your home or property without engaging in confrontation. Chili powder, cayenne pepper, powdered brown chalk, half a teaspoon of black pepper powder, half a teaspoon of powdered Pactoli herb, half a teaspoon of powdered ginger, half a teaspoon of powdered John the Conqueror root. If you want any help with anything, call me, okay, and I can help you. I have anything you want in this book. But there's a need for protection in your work life. Something is going on in your work life that's not protected, okay? And it has to do with you being empowered with psychic abilities. So somehow your work life is unprotected in your psychic abilities. That's serious. And what I suggest that you do is you use black tourmaline. That's what I use. I have a lot of it around here. I usually keep a piece of it. I have a whole box of it over here. I keep it in my bra. And we're going to just check the energy real quick to make... Oh, I didn't light my candle. I'm telling you, y'all, something ain't right. Something ain't right because I don't read without my candle being lit. It's like I'm not able to focus. There's somebody that's doing spell work on somebody in this collective. It could be somebody doing it on me. I don't think so, though. But it could be. And they're going to regret it. I promise you. Unless they're trying to help me, they're going to regret it. But this sounds like you're not protected. If you're not protected, you need to get you some protection. If you have psychic abilities and they're powerful, you need protection. Spirit's saying you need protection. Look. Look. That's black magic. That's black magic. Somebody's doing black magic and it's causing you to feel depressed. It's causing you to not feel well physically. And it's causing you to have financial, love, and other problems in your life. That's black magic. That's addiction, or that could also be terminal illness. I've seen it represent all of those things. But I'm telling you, you're not protected for some reason at work. You need to get protected. You need to be especially careful if you do something dangerous. This is very serious, you guys. I haven't seen this kind of negativity in a very fucking long time. Spirit, we need your help. We need your help, Spirit. This whole palo stick is burning down. Oh my goodness. I have never in my life seen anything like this. Oh my God. I got to open the window. I'm going to let it burn. I have it in the shell. And I'm going to just let it burn because it's time to get rid. We're getting protected right now. Spirit's protecting us right now. Get it out of here, Spirit. Get it out of this house. Get it out of this collective. Whatever you have to do. I'm going to burn another stick. I'm not gonna. This whole reading could be me cleansing this whole collective. Someone's doing spell work on this collective. And I promise you, you're going to regret it because we are going to be protected by the time I finish this reading. And we're going to return to sender. Y'all, look. I want you to look. I want you to see what's going on right here. Do you see the negativity? Have you ever seen anything like it? I just lit that. I just lit that. I don't know who you are, but I'm returning you to sender. I'm going right now to go get my mirror, and I'm going to return to sender. I'm going to do a return to sender on you by putting a mirror with a candle behind it to reflect that negativity back to the sender who gave it to us. And when it comes back to you, God help you. God have mercy on you for doing this to my collective. We're not finished yet, collective. Hold your hat. We're going to start this whole reading over. Hell hath no fury like what's coming towards you. Whatever you sent towards me, look, as soon as I sat that in there, it started up again. This whole sage is going to burn down. We're getting rid of this negativity. This is the cloud that's you've been feeling this heavy cloud over top of you, making you feel like not getting out of bed. Great Spirit, I ask you to give me eyes to see, ears to hear, a mouth to speak, and a heart full of love and forgiveness. And I ask you to return to sender anything negative that was sent to this collective. And if this represents addiction for anyone, or a terminal illness, or something like that, I pray that that person find their healing. We're going to start this reading over, because that's why it was saying that whatever this was like a spirit. There goes my fire alarm. Hang on. Give me a second, y'all. Whew. I can't do anything about it. I have to make sure that they're not going to send the fire department, though. Hold on. They're going to send the fire department out here. Okay, y'all, this is serious. It's okay though, we got it straight now. We got it straight now. And did you see Spirit just warned me while I was doing the reading that I was not protected and that I needed to clear the energy? Did you just see that? No protection in your psychic abilities. Alright, we're getting ready to start this whole... I gotta get that alarm off though because it's connected to a security system. Jesus Christ! Wow! I'll be right back, y'all. I'm just trying to get it straight. Alright, I think we got it straight now. I got a fan blowing through the house. It's still smoking up a storm in here. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. So I don't know what's going on with that. Look, there's transformation. A powerful transformation is taking place right now. Something has been affecting us dramatically, and I have felt it. And that song, if you listen to that song, the song tells it all. It's like there's something going on. This could be some kind of love spell that someone's tried to put on you so that you would have feelings for them. We're starting over. Starting completely over. Now that we have protection. Spirit, did you just see how Spirit showed me in my work life that I was not protected? Did you see that? Spirit ain't no joke. And you don't want to mess with me. I'm not finished yet. Give me just a second. I'm not finished yet. See the mirror? See the candle? Let me check on my bird and make sure he's okay. I'm coming. You okay, Christie? You okay, baby? I got the window. Okay? Almost got the window. Everything's gonna be okay. Otto, get it. Get it, Otto, get it. I'm okay, it's safe.
Okay.
It went up, I mean, like, it was so much negativity in here. I still, you want to see?
I don't want to enter anything.
No, but it's just safe. And I tried everything I could to not have y'all come out here. I've been trying to get it to go off, putting fans, opening windows. You smell the sage, though.
All through here, you want to step out, let me know. I'm not ready. Lower or pedal, I'll make that stuff.
Get that alarm. I got a fan here. I tried to get it out. It's right here.
Okay.
And you're on film, so just so you're aware, you're on YouTube. I was making a video with my cards, and it went up like you wouldn't believe. Something negative going on. I don't know.
Negative spirit.
That's right. I'm getting rid of them too.
Yeah.
Getting rid of them.
That's right.
Thank you, Troy.
You're welcome.
God bless you. Y'all be careful
All
out
right.
there.
Thank you.
I'm fine. I'm not gonna let nothing burn down.
All right.
Whatever that negative is about to go though. All right. Thank y'all. Okay. So, now y'all done seen the fire department show up at my house because of the negativity. I got a mirror right here and a candle right here, and I'm getting ready to send your negativity back to your negative ass. Because I don't do black magic, but I know it. And I know how to get rid of it. You heard him say that it was negative spirits, right? Alright. Y'all got to go. It's going back to the sender right now. Back to sender. Alright, we're going to start over by getting some rocks. I already had a fire here one time. Hello? Yeah. Yes, I was burning sage and it went up and 2 sticks of it burned down. It was so negative. I tried everything I could to stop the fire department from coming, but it would not. I couldn't get the smoke out. I opened every window. I did everything I could. I couldn't stop it. And I even tried to get it with ADT to stop them. Well, that's what it was. And the fire department just... Right. Well, I was working on my spiritual work and something really, really negative. I don't know what it was. I can't, but I've gotten rid of it now. The fire department just left and he saw that everything was okay and I had it under control. But it just happened so fast that I couldn't stop it. All right. Thank you, Mom. All right. Bye. They called my mother. Jesus have mercy. Alright, well, it looks like I have a couple of you that have stuck around, but there's something negative going on. So, well, it's gone now because if you were watching, Spirit showed me that there was something negative in here. May I have rocks, please, for this reading? This will be a different reading now. Honor came out again. Honor. Somebody needs to have honor. You need to do the honorable thing. You need to do the right thing. Trust came out again. And being blessed came out because we are blessed, aren't we? We are blessed. I got my labradorite too. Okay. So let's see how Spirit's working again. How are you working in this collective? There it is, right there. I can't make this up. Forgiveness when it comes to love. Somebody did you wrong in your love life. Big time. And it could have involved a fire. But somehow it involved a lot of negative stuff. And this person has no compassion. But you have got courage. And you're also showing up as someone who's content with the way things are. So you're okay with the fact that whatever this person did, that they're no longer in your life because they were just bringing negativity into your life. And I mean a lot of it. This person had either a drug addiction or something. All right. How are you working in the spiritual gifts at home? Rainbows came out, collective. Spirit says you have a promise at home. Whatever Spirit's promised you, or whatever you feel is being promised to you, it's gonna happen. There's a promise at home. Or you could be in lesbian and gay community. That could also be what a rainbow represents. Take it however you need to. 8, 9, 10. We have 28, so we have a 10, which is a 1. All right, work life. That was embarrassing to have the fire department show up because of freaking sage. You can smell it all the way out the door. At work, you're juggling. See how it's different now? At work, you're doing a lot at work. You might be doing too much. All right, surprises. Somebody did you wrong in your love life. What's your surprises? Somebody's about to get it up the ass. Your surprise is time. Somehow time is your surprise. It's time for something. We're going to find out what. All right. And love life. In your love life, you feel like a bag of marbles. Like you've lost your mind. Your love life has made you feel crazy. All right. And what's your role? Your role is that you're going to have a transformation in your life. A transformation is coming. All right, and what will be your outcome? What will be your outcome? You're going to get communication. So you're going to talk to somebody maybe about this forgiveness and what they did to you and how horrific it was and how much it devastated you. And also, you're going to have what you don't see coming is you're going to have a lot of abundance, collective, where you felt like your money had been completely stopped. This, whoever did this, intended for you to become ill, to make you sick, to make you broke, and to affect you having anybody to care about you. They wanted to try to disconnect all people from your life, isolate you, make you feel unloved. Um, and they need to have honor because Spirit is going to send this back to them. And when it comes back, it's going to come back tenfold. And I feel sorry for you that you would even attempt something like this. And you will see this on the replay. You will see this because you've been watching all along. But see, Spirit has my back because Spirit warned me I had no protection. And the whole fucking fire department just came to my rescue. So I have protection. You might need to get some. Show me what healing is needed. We haven't used these cards. What healing is needed at home in this collective? Your faith has been affected. If Spirit's going to give you a promise, something that's being promised to you, whoever made you a promise, they're going to keep it. All right, what about work? How are you working in our work lives, Spirit? You have help from above in your work life for all this juggling. You've been trying so hard to keep everything going, to make sure everything gets paid, that you have enough money and all that. All right, surprises. These are flipping over. So your surprise is how creative you're going to become. You're going to be so creative. You're going to be like at the top of your game in leadership with creativity. All right, and love life. In your love life, you're procrastinating. You're putting it off. And it's because it's making you feel a little crazy. All right, and what's your role? Your role is to take off your mask. So someone here has been wearing a mask, pretending to be someone they're not. That's not okay. And what will be your outcome besides communication? This is your healing work that needs to be done right here, collective. Rejection. You're going to tell this person to take a fucking hike. And you are going to find real, true love. Look at this person is watching you. Maybe online. They like your breasts. They're watching you. You don't see it coming, but love is coming. You're going to reject this person when you talk to them because this person has literally made you feel like you were losing your damn mind. This is a narcissist, I think, that you've been dealing with, or somebody that's got a drug habit or something like that. How are the angels helping you at home? The angels are helping you get grounded. Your faith is here and the rainbow. All right, how about work? How are the angels helping you with your work? You're going to get communication, and also they're helping you with past lives. So you might be clearing some karma, or it could be an ex from your past. It could be an ex-boss. Help from above. Your ex-boss could call and say, hey, I need you to come to work, or something like that. Have a job for you, somewhere you may have visited or gotten help from, or whatever. They're going to hire you now. Somehow that's how Spirit's working on you talking to someone that you had from your past, okay? All right, that sage is still burning. All right, surprises. Surprisingly, you're going to deal with some issues from the past. See the pictures? How you're going to go through your phone and get rid of a bunch of pictures of dumb shit that shouldn't have ever been in there in the beginning because of all these fake-ass people wearing masks all the time. All right, and your love life? What's going on in our love lives? How are the angels in our love lives? May I see, please? There we go. Okay, you have a soulmate. Spirit's working on. I told you, you're going to have somebody new. This is, I think, somebody new. It could be the same person, but I don't feel like it is. I feel like it's somebody new. Unless they take off their mask. And then it will still be somebody new, right? Because it's not going to be who you thought it was. They've been wearing a mask and pretending to be so perfect. But as you see, they have a lot of negativity with them, or someone's done black magic to try to get somebody to come to them. That's not cool. Alright, and what's going to be the outcome? Oh, card in the wrong deck alert. Feathers. You're going to find feathers. I don't know how that falls, but it falls as some kind of surprise. I'm going to put it under surprises. Let me go check on Cosmo and make sure he's okay, because there's a lot of smoke in this house. Cosy? You okay, baby? Okay. I think he's alright. I've got his cage in front of the window, and it's not that bad in there. Let me make sure the fan's on. Yeah, there's not that much smoke in there. It's just in here. And I'm actually going to move this over to the window so that it'll go out the window. Because it's just a lot. It's so much smoke. It's just going to smoke all the way down. That right there is not something that typically happens on a channel. But it happened on this one, didn't it? It's just billowing. Big old smoke, but it was billowing out the window. Alright, your roll. The Angel of Remembrance. And you're going to be determined. There's something, there's someone you remember. It could be someone who's crossed over. That's remembering. There's an Angel of Remembrance. That's usually someone who's crossed over. And Spirit is giving you a determination when it comes to taking off your mask. You are going to transform. You're no longer going to be pretending to be something or someone you're not. And what will be your outcome besides, there it is, that power? I'm telling you, Spirit has said over and over again to us tonight that something powerful is about to happen in this collective. And it's because of all this negativity that we're clearing. We're getting rid of it. We're sending it back to where it came from. And we're going to be able to make decisions again, okay? We're going to have the ability to make decisions. All right. Now, let's see what the communication is going to be in your work life. Because it looks like you're going to get some. And I want to know what that might be about. So I'm going to get some cards that would give us the truth. We're going to read them intuitively. Talk to me about what this communication is at work. What's the communication that's happening at work? I don't know. I know you don't feel the same. I feel sexual tension. I can't reach out. I can't do this. I wonder how you feel, and I want to start over. So this person wants to have a second chance with you. This person is also sexually attracted to you. It could be someone that you work with somehow. I can't be with you. I don't know if you feel the same, but I have a lot of I feel sexual tension between us, but they don't know if you feel that. They can't reach out. That means you've blocked them. They can't do this, or you're saying, I can't do this. And I wonder I wonder how you feel, and I want to start over. So, you're both wondering how the other feels, but you both want to kind of start over, and I can't be with you. So, what will be your ultimate outcome here? Oh, that flew out. I do love you. You're going to say, I do love you. And your intellect arouses me. So, maybe you're going to work it out with this person. This person thinks you're very smart, and they do love you. So, it looks like if this is a job, that they might give you the job back. They thought you were very, very beautiful, or they were sexually attracted to you. You may not have even known that, and they were wondering if you felt the same way, and you were wondering if they felt the same way. That could just be somebody at work. All right, and then you're going to have communication somewhere else. Where else did I see? Okay, on your outcome. What's your outcome communication? Not that deck. And I have to get one more deck for the communication at work. What would they say about you at work? I'm a better person because of you. And what else? This person's going to give you a job. I don't know if I can meet your expectations. And what else? So they might not feel like they can meet your salary expectations. Something is still missing, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. So there's something missing at work, and they're trying to figure out what they're missing, and you might be able to help them figure that out. What's going to be your outcome at work? Our connection still affects me. So this person remembers how it was when you worked together before, and it's easier to just stay away right now. So you might not want to go back. It says you're going to reject somebody over here. There's going to be some rejection going on as your outcome. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's your work rejection. I'm going to find out what that means now by getting another deck. Okay, talk to me about the rejection outcome. God, that is so much fucking smoke. It's getting worse the more I talk about this. Alright, talk to me, Spirit. What are you talking about over here as the outcome with the rejection? It's going to be a powerful outcome here. I lied to you. So this person's going to confess to you, I lied to you. That's why you're rejecting them. They're going to tell you that they lied to you. And they are wearing a mask. I know more than you think. And you're going to say, I knew you were wearing a mask. I knew you were lying to me. Let me get that fan and put it where I need to put it. Mama, you can be okay, buddy. You can be okay. Mama's got you, baby. Mama's got you. Lord Jesus, have mercy. Have mercy. Oh my God, y'all. I ain't never in my life seen so much smoke during a reading. I have one time before, and it was because there was a girl at my house that had a lot of negative shit going on. A lot of negative shit going on. And that's the kind of thing you have going on. It might be her watching. Jesus, have mercy. If you're still living in that, you're going to die. Alright, what else would this person say to you over here? What did you want from me? Okay, so you're like, what did you want from me? You lied to me. I never used to look at you in that way. Alright, and one more time I'm hearing, whoa. I'm happy that it's over and I'm different now. So you don't want this person back. And I scared myself that day. So something happened that was like powerful and dangerous. Somebody had an explosion. Woo! Okay. I see you guys got a lot of negativity going on, and it is really billowing up this room like, wow. I'm just so shocked. Alright, now we're going to look again at this deck and see how Spirit is working. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for liking the video. Show me how you're working at home in our lives, Spirit, now that we've got the negative. Right when I said it. Motherfucker. This is crazy. I gotta take it outside, y'all. It's just got to go. I can't let it burn like that and have the fire department coming back. I don't know who the hell you are I'm reading for, but you need to get your life together. You need to get your shit together. Alright, how are you working at home? The truth and trust. So, because somebody lied to you, it affected your trust in them. Alright, what about work? How are you working in this person's work? Whoa. Now they have protection. They're not going to be flexible. They're enlightened. There's no longer going to be an opportunity, and they're not going to be thriving. Alright, what's the surprise? Oh my God. That you're going to be open to going on a voyage and to releasing somebody. So you're going to go over water, I think. You're also going to take a risk because you're unfulfilled. Alright, love life. You're going to see wonders in your love life. And that's what I thought. Spirit's fixing to really turn your love life around because somebody did you real dirty. Alright, and what's your role here? I think just to see the miracle that's about to happen. Something amazing is about to happen for somebody. Now you can relax because there's potential. You have potential, and now you can relax. Alright, and what's going to be your outcome? It's going to be powerful. Your outcome is going to be powerful. Your outcome is going to be purity. You're no longer going to have this negativity hanging around, this toxicity. You're going to have purity, okay? And you're also going to have that abundance. Again, abundance on the bottom of 2 different decks, collective. Come on, Spirit ain't no joke. Alright, let's see. What the hell did this person do? Let's see what this person did. Because they did something. What did this person do to you? They started drama. They were starting drama. How did they do that? Because your light irritates their demons. Tough shit. Stop watching. What else? Child services is involved because somebody has a drug problem. And somebody's also bankrupt. That's why we have so much negativity. Spirit said to go one more time, and I'm just like, whoa, ain't that enough? Spirit said it's the same shit a different day, and there's been girls fighting. And also stalking. Why are these girls fighting over this bullshitter? Oh, because that's why they're bankrupt, because somebody stole all their money. And now they played out. It's like they was just there for your money. They got it and they ran. And they had drug habits. This person is about... Look, what's going to be the outcome for this person? They're going to be hustling. Outcome of their hustling. They're going to be making silent moves because they want you back. So be careful. Be careful. They don't have any screenshots. Or you don't. But be careful because this person is going to really be hustling because they want you back. And they're going to do it silently. Like they might make another fake profile to get to you. So just be careful of that, okay? You're going to see through it though, and you're going to be protected. And this person's been driving you crazy. Like this person has literally been driving you crazy. Right? Right. Alright, let's look at it from one more deck. What's been going on? What's going on at home? What's been going on at home that's caused all this negativity? You've been breaking up. You're breaking up with somebody because they're not a spiritual match. And you want somebody who's a spiritual match. You're like, I don't want to be with somebody who's not a spiritual match for me. Your light irritates their demons? Alright, what about at work? What's the hold up at work? Why are you not thriving? Spirit's working on you. How is this going? What's going down at work? What's the problem? What's the problem? That's a lot. I'm not taking those. I'm going to put those back. I'm putting them back. That was like 10 cards. There we go. There was power. Somebody was trying to exert their power over you at work. Alright, and what's going to be the outcome of that? What's going to be the outcome of your work? What's going to be the outcome? There we go. Biological clock came out. I'm going to take that as it's like, it's time. You might be working on pregnancy. If you're working on pregnancy, it looks like it's time. Okay. Alright, surprises. If not, it's just a matter of time. Like, there's a specific time for your work to improve, and it will. It has something to do with biology. It could be that you've been sick and been out of work. Whoa, that's a lot of cards. This is your surprise. Oh my God. I don't think I'm going to take these. I'm going to tell you what they say though. I'm going to tell you what they say. This is what your surprise says. That you're being seen. It's like, I don't mind being seen with you. This is an enduring love. But you've been bickering and fighting and have money problems with somebody that you're trauma bonded to. But you want to be seen with this enduring love. You have two different people here. And parenthood is here. Let me go see who that is. I'm coming. That was the fire department telling me if I ever did that again, I had to call them ahead of time and let them know. Like I actually knew that was going to happen. They don't know what sage is or anything about it. Is this even worth it? Alright, surprises. That was a surprise. Surprises. It's a spiritual practice and you can't deny somebody that. Okay, so you have sexual chemistry with somebody. That's the surprise. And you're going to go on a new adventure because your home is breaking up. You're breaking up with somebody because either you've found someone who is a spiritual match or you want to, and you're going to. You have chemistry with somebody. You're going to go on a new adventure because your home is broken. Alright, and love life. That's your surprise, is that your home is breaking up. What's your surprise? Bless your heart. I'm sorry to hear that. Surprise is that your family is putting pressure on you and you're avoiding this. But this person that you're going to be with is going to actually be a dream team. So you're avoiding this other person because their family doesn't like you. But it's a dream team that you're coming to. You're moving over to a dream team. And what's your role here? This is amazing. You're fixing to be the power couple of the century. Like, people are going to talk about you on the news, I think. Whoa. Okay. That's too many cards. Once again, we got this broke-ass person. Somebody is a broke-ass. This is an enduring love. You're going to be seen together. Your heart is open, and this is your chosen family. And you're going to share healing. And that's what came out. But I'm going to see what that's too many. All right, what's your role? Can I get 1 or 2 cards, please, for our role here? Oh, wait. You also have somebody who's jealous. What's our role here? That's not our role. That's their role. What's our role? There it is. Okay, yeah, they're jealous. They're jealous because of their addiction. So your role is to be jealous because you have an addiction. So I'm actually reading for the one you're leaving. You're the one that's getting left. What's going to be the outcome? Because this person's going to be pure. They're going to be, it says long distance, but it came out in reverse. So somebody might be coming to see you, and you're settling. Outcome of long distance. What's the outcome of long distance? Core values and lost identity. So you lost your identity and you don't share the same values. That's why you're going to be distant. And there's communication, but it's in reverse. You're rejecting somebody. You're rejecting this person. They're at a distance from you. They have an addiction. They're jealous and controlling. And you have somebody that's your dream team, but you're avoiding them or somebody because of family pressure. There's a broken home here. There's a new adventure with sexual chemistry that's a dream team. I'm going to put the cards together. Somebody's biological clock is ticking at work because of somebody that was power hungry. What's going to be the outcome of that? Somebody did it for the wrong reasons. And will you get your job? Will you keep your job? Or will there be a job? Or will this work? What's the work? What's the outcome of that? Somebody's going to be chasing their potential, getting the silent treatment, and this is not your chosen family. You want to be with this person you're a spiritual match for, and you're breaking up with these people because you're going to share healing with this person right here. You have somebody that really is a special person, collective. Hold on. Trust issues caught my eye for some reason. They're a spiritual match. You're going to go on a new adventure. You have a lot of sexual chemistry, and y'all are going to be a dream team. This could be your chosen family. You could choose this to be your family because you're going to break up. You're going to have the silent treatment. They're not going to talk to you. They feel like this is all wrong. It's not going to work. But you have somebody new, it looks like, coming. Oh, a card got left in the box. That don't happen by accident. Look. Future spouse. This person that you're going to be with is your future spouse. This person is beautiful. Like, they're coming out as somebody who's pure. You're going to see wonders. They're not fulfilled, but somebody's going to take a risk and go on a voyage and just release and be open to something new. So they're just letting go of this other toxic bullshit. You're going to have a new person in your life where you haven't been thriving and you've had no opportunity. You're going to be enlightened and you're no longer going to be flexible because you're going to get protection. And where somebody told you a lie, you no longer trust them. You have trust issues with them because of good reason. But you have abundance coming also. You're grounded. Spirit's working on you having communication with past lives. Help from above. You're going to unleash your creativity. You're going to work through your past issues. Wow. There's a lot going on right here, y'all. And it needs to be, because this is a serious situation that we have going on here. A serious situation. Alright, I'm going to get all this up because I was going to try to answer some questions. The people from the fire department think I'm fucking crazy. Because I live in, you have to understand, where I live is the Bible Belt. And everybody thinks that this is, like witchcraft. They don't understand. That the witchcraft, they're right though. Somebody was doing some witchcraft, but it wasn't me. And I was getting rid of it. They don't understand that. I don't really give a shit what they understand. I'm gonna do me, and they can do them. I've never set off the fucking fire alarm like that, but one other time, and that was when that girl was at my house. And talk about some negative shit. I don't think things have been the same around here since she left. She probably brought that shit in here with her, and it just needed to be gotten out. Alright, so I want to see what's going on with the tarot, because I want to see what's going on in your relationship that's coming, because you got something beautiful coming towards you. How are you working in this connection? The Emperor came out. This is somebody who's very, very powerful. They can run an empire. They are the boss. This could be a man or a woman, but they wear the pants, and they will make decisions that other people are not able to make. This person makes money. They have a lot of different avenues of making money. You know, they have their hands in a lot of different fires. They have irons in a lot of fires, and they are very, very smart about business. They know how to run an empire. And they typically have an empress that is with them, because she brings the creativity and balances them out with the compassion and that kind of thing. Without her, they can become a real asshole. Okay? Alright, what's the energy to overcome? You're going to have to forgive somebody who hurt you, and you loved this person. They really did you wrong. It could have involved a fire, because that was the fire department coming was part of the reading. The Hierophant in reverse, okay? And what's going to pull it together? The High Priestess is here with an injustice that it's just something that will not change, and it's not right. It could be illegal. This person is about to change it, though. And then we have the Hermit. You're going to go into Hermit mode to really search your soul about what to do about this situation. And I want to use this deck right here. It's a tarot deck. It's just a little different because it talks about healing of the heart. It's called First Aid for Broken Heart Tarot. And someone here has got one, for real, for real. Alright, why is the Emperor here? Why is he here? May I see, please? Someone's two-faced. Someone definitely has sex on the brain. They're definitely sexually attracted to somebody. Somebody has a bird. Alright, show me how you're working with the Emperor. Emperor, please. Good strong answers only, please. And no clusters. Come on, come on. Loosen up, Jack. Loosen up. Oh, wow. That didn't even belong. Okay, so we got to fill in the blank. And we got the Two of Wands. So the Emperor is at a crossroads about what to do. And it's because of something that happened that's fill in the blank, okay? The card says, may each card serve as solace and guiding affirmation. May every word and symbol illuminate the path towards healing a broken heart and growth in the shuffle of life's uncertainties. May you find peace in the whispers of ancient wisdom and clarity amidst the fog of doubt. May divination be a companion in your courage, resilience, and hope with each draw. May the gentle touch of these cards offer reassurance and empowerment on your sacred journey. Okay? So you got the Two of Wands, and what it says is partnership creates a forward force. Execute your adventure together. So this person wants to partner up with somebody, but they don't know who, I think. There may be a choice. And I think we saw in the original reading that they really don't have a choice because the person that they were with was not the right one. So they are about to make a decision to partner up with somebody. All right. Can you show me who that is? Or what that is? It could be a business venture that they're going to take on. What are they doing with the Two of Wands? There we go. Wow. Okay. Altruistic ambition brings success as your mind floats in confidence. So we have the truth. Somebody's realizing the truth about some unexpected sorrow, as is the liberty of choice in front of you. So you have a choice here. You can feel sorry for yourself because of what you've lost, or you can realize that you have something left. And I was thinking that on the way home. I was like, it feels like I've lost everything. But the truth is I have a beautiful home. I have a beautiful car. I have beautiful children. I have a lot of beautiful things and a lot of beautiful people in my life. And I haven't lost any of that. And I'm not going to. I'm not going to. If anything, I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better, more abundant. Because I'm going to stop looking at what I've lost. This could be me. This could be you deciding, you know what? I am going to partner up with this person. And we're not going to look at what we've lost or all the lies that have been told to us. But we're going to let this be over. You are ready for healing at this painful cycle. As this painful cycle comes to an end. You are at the end of a painful cycle, a Ten of Swords. You have been through pure hell. And I think you're this emperor. You are standing in your power. But wherever you're at, you know you're not supposed to be there. And it's worse. It's getting worse and worse and worse. And you're getting in a bigger and bigger and bigger mess. It's not getting any better. Alright, why is the Hierophant in reverse? Because you're at the end of a painful cycle. And this is the energy to overcome, is this ending, this Hierophant. It's like a contract that you're no longer going to be bound to. You've got to decide, I'm not going to be bound to this anymore. Your audacity seizes the moment. Shiny results are ahead. The Eight of Wands. So something is about to come real quick towards you. The Princess of Wands. Embark on a grand voyage. You're going to go on that voyage. Your creativity is limitless. Remember all that creativity as your surprise and going on a voyage? You're going on some kind of voyage. Somebody's going to take you on a voyage because they love your creativity, and then you're going to have the audacity to seize this moment. You're the Queen of Pentacles. It's time to reset yourself in a tender and loving presence. And illusions obscure reality. Open your eyes to see a new pathway. Remember in the very beginning, before we cleared the negativity, you couldn't find a door or you couldn't find a pathway out? You're going to find a way out of this ending. And you are going to be or have a Queen of Pentacles. And you also have the Emperor here. You don't match one another, but it's okay. It's like he is very powerful and you are very, very tender and loving and kind. And you're a good mother. You are a just really sweet person. And I think they're going to overcome this other contract so that they can be with you. They're ending a painful cycle of love. And I think you both are. I think the two of you are both going to just forgive everything that's happened to you. And there's a little confusion here. And that's the energy to overcome, is that confusion. Why are you confused? Why do you feel confused, baby? Because of the Nine of Wands. Trust and tenacity, perseverance during hard times, and resolving your doubts. So you've had doubts about this person being maybe who they say they are, because that other person was wearing a mask all the time. And you might think this person's doing the same thing. Alright, why is the Death card here? We live in a small town. That's all over town right now. What just happened? It's all over Facebook. The Seven of Pentacles came out. Rest assured, committed and patient always pays off. So, you haven't been patient, but you're going to be. That's what's going to pull it together. Maybe, why is the injustice here? You had something bad happen to you, and we're going to figure out what. Your journey to homecoming is solidarity and devotion. The Four of Wands is here. Oh my God, the Queen of Cups is here now. So there was another woman who was very patient in a relationship. You've been very patient with this woman. I don't think you hated her, but it just wasn't right that you were with her. And you knew that. You knew you weren't supposed to be with her. And you are going to, or you're not supposed to be with this one. It looks like you're not supposed to be with that one though. But however you need to spin it, spin it. There's a Queen of Cups and a Queen of Pentacles. And we have Pisces here. We have Taurus here. We have Virgo here. And we have Aries here. We have Libra here. And we have Scorpio here. I think this is a Scorpio. And I think this could be even a Sagittarius, because we also have the Sagittarius here. It's one of the earth signs or Sagittarius. And this could be a Pisces or Scorpio. I don't have Cancer on the board. Why is the High Priestess here? Because you're going to have victory, and you know that. Cherish the moment of glory. Your labor has been seen and rewarded. So, you know you're fixing to be rewarded. I think you know that you have a beautiful relationship coming, but you're not able to tell anybody right now. You're having to keep it secret. Alright, and why is the Hermit here? Because you're going to have a Tower. The Hermit is clarifying the Hermit and the Three of Swords. Your heart is broken. And that's the Tower. Is that how you've been hurt so badly? You're realizing how broken you are when it comes to your love life. You give with gratitude and you receive in abundance. You have been someone who has really given and given and given and given and given and given. And you're going to finally reap your rewards of abundance. We kept seeing that on the bottom of the deck. Where you've given and given and given and given and given until you've given out, even, and no one's given back, the universe is about to give it back and do it with an audience. That's what I see here. Is someone who is about to have an audience. There's about to be a lot of communication about you and someone embarking on this journey together. And you are a little confused because you're so hurt. But you're going to soul search about that. And what will be your ultimate, what will you decide? What will you finally decide? Because see, what you think is what matters most, because that's what the universe will bring back to your door, is what you believe. There it is. What you are going to get out of this is the Prince of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So you're going to go on an adventure with passion and newfound knowledge. So you're going to learn something new. And you're going to release excessive responsibilities and reunite with what truly matters. So where you have been overburdened in life with so many things, the universe is about to reduce your stress by giving you a newfound knowledge. And you're going to have a new start. The Fool is here. Collective, a brand new beginning. And it's going to happen with an audience. Can you show me who that's going to be with? Because I keep seeing you have... The Star is here with the Princess of Pentacles. Ready for novelty. Explore the unfamiliar. Keep the faith. The world is full of miracles. You are about... Your faith is showing up with the Star. The Aquarius is here. The Chariot. Oh, you're about to go somewhere. All right. Show me who this is, though. I haven't seen who this is. Show me who it is. Who are we talking about? This Empress. We're talking about this Empress. This Emperor is going to find his Empress, I believe. He's dealing with two women. And one of them is the Empress, I think. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is the Ten of Cups. The universe within you also encompasses you. So that is a lot of love, okay? Clarify the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is discipline builds a solid foundation. Faith grows with evidence. And the Devil. Oh, let go of dependence and free yourself from fear. So she has a lot of fear, and she needs to discipline herself to grow her faith. This is the one right here, the Queen of Pentacles, that's going to end up with you, I think. Show me who she's going to end up being for this Emperor. The Ten of Swords, so that's ending, alright? What about this Queen of Cups? You give with gratitude and receive in abundance. You're going to be independent. She's going to be independent too. He's not going to be with either one of these people. He's not going to be with either one of them. He's ending it with both of them. So who will he end up with? Defend what you value with integrity and stand up for your beliefs. Expand your horizons. You grow out of your comfort zone. So first he's got to expand his beliefs. The Seven of Wands. He's got to stand up for what he believes in. And he's got to expand his horizon and come out of his comfort zone. And then there's the Ace of Wands. And who will he end up with once he does that? He will end up with himself. The Emperor is here. The King of Wands is here. And the Eight of Cups. So there's a man that he's going to walk away from, a King of Wands. This Emperor is going to walk away from a man in his life that is causing him problems when it comes to his relationship. So there's a man in his life that's giving him bad advice. And once he's gotten rid of that King of Wands, what will happen? He's got to get rid of that King of Wands. That King of Wands is telling him all wrong. That's when that new start will happen. The Queen of Swords is here. She's going to clear it all out. Yeah, the Queen of Swords is going to come and clear it all away. All the fears have to go. The Queen of Wands has got the Nine of Swords. There's lots of fear here. And then there will be the Four of Cups. It's like you missed the opportunity of your happiness. Because of the Six of Swords. You need to move on. Okay, so this person needs to take a risk. There's a woman here who is maybe divorced or widowed. And she's got a lot of fear because she's all alone. And he wants to make her happy and help her move on, or she wants to do that for him. I'm not sure which. But this is my last go round. Who will he end up with? He's got all the queens so far except for... Give yourself the blessing of calmness for renewal. So the Four of Swords. He's got to heal. This man's got to heal. And then he'll have the new love. There's the new love right there. This man has a lot of healing to do before he's going to be ready for a woman. But it said that you were going to do your healing together. And he had all the queens, which means the Empress is not far behind, because that's who she embodies, is all the queens. And I think he had every queen on the board. And he even showed up himself. But he's just not ready for her. And the reason why he's not ready for her is because he's not ready to give up his old ways. But they're soul searching about it. So hopefully they will. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious, though, to see what would happen if I pulled the Rider Waite on it. What would happen real quick? Why is the Emperor here? Why is the Emperor here? There we go. Because of the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. That's the only queen that didn't show up. There's a Queen of Wands where he's getting his stability. So she's bringing stability to his life. Remember, he had to get rid of the King of Wands. So maybe it's his woman that's got a man. Alright. Why is the Hierophant here? Because of the Empress. There she is. The Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. So he has to make a decision between that Queen of Pentacles and his Empress. Or she might become an Empress because he chooses her. He's looking for the perfect woman. He's going to end it with one to be with the other. And it's this Empress. It's not his Empress. But she is showing up. And he's got to get rid of this Queen of Pentacles. Remember I said it was going to end with her? Why is Death here? Why is Death here? I don't want no sloppy bullshit. Why is Death here? There we go. Because of the Page of Cups and the Ten of Cups in reverse with the... because somebody lied to you and said they were going to make you happy, that they had feelings for you. They pretended like they had feelings for you and lied to you that they were going to make you happy. Why is the justice in reverse? This would be something that was illegal because they were being, yeah, this was something legal. They got in legal trouble and they had no defense. Remember child services and the drugs? Outcome of that legal situation. This could be a divorce also. Outcome of that legal situation. That could be what's going on down here. Outcome of that legal situation or that karmic situation with the judgment. What are you realizing? You're realizing you don't have to defend yourself. Oh, they were very manipulative. Why is the High Priestess here? Because of the Ten of Pentacles. They took all your money. And why is the Hermit here? Remember I said they took all their money and ran with it. Because of somebody knows that this will not work to bring wish fulfillment. What will not work? There's a Page of Wands here. What does that mean? That's like a message of excitement. Somebody's going to be excited to tell you. There's no longer going to be a marriage between a King of Pentacles, or he's coming out of denial. It's like there's a King of Pentacles that was in a relationship that's coming out of denial. What was the denial he was in about this relationship? That it was over. He didn't realize it was over and that he needed to heal from it. So her identical match didn't realize that he was going to end up divorced, and that's what's going on up here. And he lost everything. It's like she took it all, or somebody took it all. Y'all might have got divorced because somebody took it all. Why is the Queen of Wands over here? There's a lot of people showing up in your reading. Why is the Queen of Wands over here with the Emperor? Because of the Knight of Wands and the Devil in reverse. Because she's got the drug problem. She is keeping the drugs for the Emperor. It's like she's the drug dealer or something. This is crazy. What's going to happen here? This person needs help. That's why I was getting so much. This person is sick. They're going to eventually have this Fool happen, and it keeps coming out. And I'm wondering, there's the Lovers also. Why is the Fool here? Because that can represent death. This person could end up dying from their addiction. They're going to show love to somebody. Who are they showing love to? Whoever they're showing love to is not going to want their love. It's not going to happen. They don't want your love. You have hurt them so badly, they don't want anything to do with you. No matter how I look at this, or how many decks I look at this with, I get the same message. That you stole from them, or you tried to, or you were a thief, and they knew you were a thief, and that's all you were ever going to be was a thief. And they wanted nothing to do with a thief. So they got away from you. That's what I see. And I can't see it any other way. But there is somebody new. I just don't see them yet because there needs to be so much healing to go on here. Show me a little bit more about what happened here. What happened? There we go. This was a friend of yours and you don't miss them. Why don't you miss them? Because you're undecided about them making silent moves and fighting it. Remember I said they were going to make silent moves? Alright, what are they hiding? They are hiding that they are angry and can't be trusted. And what's being shown? They're making you wait. Why are they making you wait? They will call late at night. And what's going to be the outcome? Jealousy. Remember I said somebody was jealous? They're going to erase you. Or they're going to try, but you're incomparable. And they feel like you are not worth waiting for because you went too slow. You waited. We made them wait late nights. Never called. You can't be trusted. You get angry too easy. You fly off the handle. And they're getting away. They're getting away. Will there be anybody new? there's a lot of burdens, but yes, there's going to be a divine union. That's what I keep feeling. I don't see it, but I kept feeling it. And look, they're also stalking you. This person watches you, and they want to be with you, and they're going to be with you. They're going to get you out of this situation where they see you struggling, and they're tired of watching you struggle because they've fallen in love with you. And I think they might be friends with you, and you don't know that they have these feelings for you. I think they have also been through a lot with their love life the same way that you have. Alright, can you tell me anything else about the situation? Somebody has integrity. Alright, why is that important to know? Because right now, they take care of themselves. They have integrity and they take care of themselves. And their children. They take care of themselves and their children and have integrity. That's beautiful. Alright, why do we need to know that? Because they're going to have stability, or they already do. And what else? Their finances have been affected, but they're going to have stability. Outcome of their finances. There's chemistry here. Why is chemistry here? Because there's a twin flame that's being released. You're letting go, or someone's letting go of a twin flame because of chemistry and instability with somebody's finances. They have been having to wait. Remember, they were waiting. What's going to be the ultimate outcome here? I think you're going to end up with somebody else. You're going to have acceptance that you had to wait. And what will be the outcome of that? It's fate that you were patient like you were, and that this had to go slow. Well, what will be the final outcome of it, though? Marriage. You're going to marry this person and give them a second chance. And it might be this twin flame. Clarify the twin flame being released. Why are they being released? Because of being vulnerable. They're going to open up. And what are they going to say? That they need healing. And will they get it? They're going to tell you, I need to heal. And will they get it? They're going to get a second chance. And you're going to trust. Because they're going to tell you the truth. Anything else we need to know? Somebody's on different pages and they regret it. Because now this person is unavailable. And this was true love. They truly, truly loved you. So what are they going to do different? I mean, this person messed up. They're going to be obsessed. And there's a soulmate that's obsessed with you. What's going to be the outcome of that? Oh, Lord. They're going to make a decision. What decision are they going to make? Use your intuition. You're protected. And there's going to be balance. And passion. And I don't think you're going to deal with that person. You're going to have a second chance with some twin flame. It looks like that has integrity. And they've been real patiently waiting. They've waited and waited and waited and waited and waited. If you've been waiting for a long time, this person, I think, is coming towards you finally. Show me how they feel about this collective. How this twin flame feels. How do they feel? Like they're keeping a secret. What are they keeping a secret about? I think they're not letting you know they're in love with you. That they want to have a new beginning. They're letting somebody go because they no longer want to give them a second chance. They want to have a new beginning. And they want to chase somebody. How do you feel about them? Divine Feminine is here. Like she got sidetracked, or like they did. You feel like you're Divine Feminine, but you don't have a resentment because you're beautiful. And you weren't, it's like they were saying you were beautiful but shallow and got sidetracked. And they had a resentment. What's the truth about Divine Feminine? That she's tired of this, and she's not forgotten how horribly she was treated. And she kept her vows. So what's connecting you two? Boundaries, and they're not going to get hurt again, but this is a spiritual connection. I'm going to put second chance back in. Will you give this person a second chance? You're not going to avoid them, but it's not quite time yet, but you're hoping. What will be the outcome? You're not going to have a resentment. What will you do? This might happen one day, someday, another time, but somebody needs to heal. They need to stop being tricky and deal with their heart fog. They send mixed signals. This person's not healthy. Don't deal with them. And you saw the negativity that they brought. Don't deal with them. If you bring that negativity in your life again, it might kill you next time. Where is this divine masculine at in this? He's leaving a soulmate. Where is divine feminine? She is a victim because she wouldn't surrender something. And what's connecting the two of you? Or somebody wouldn't surrender something. You don't understand, and you're not healing, you're not purging. Why not? Because of being abandoned. And you no longer feel this person's vibes. You don't want the destruction that comes with it. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you. What's going to be the outcome of the soulmate? They're going to have the soulmate is a new offer that's within drug addiction. This is the worst love life I've ever seen. And that's how it started out. It's like there's nothing good. I see that there is something good, but until you do the healing that needs to be done, nothing good is coming for you. Nothing good is coming for you until you do the healing. And it looks like both of you need to do the healing, not just one of you, but both of you. I don't see anything good coming out of this. What's going to happen with money in our home lives? There's going to be a windfall. Something legal is bringing a windfall. What about work? We're going to have luck when it comes to work. Alright. What's going on is our surprise. There's a crafter. Why is there a crafter here? Because of not managing their money and being on the right path. Okay. And what about love life? In love life, you're inspired. How are you inspired? By divine timing. Okay. And what about your role? Your role is to be at that crossroads and to choose your soul tribe. And what will be your outcome? Your outcome will be taking a risk when it comes to science. Oh, and your money might come to a halt. Oh my God, you're going to fail a drug test. Could there be a better outcome? If you have a partnership, there could be a better outcome. Okay. Outcome of the partnership. You would manifest something. What would you manifest? A gift? Angelic help. Why are you not getting help from the angels? Because you're not making peace with somebody's beauty and having a strategy. So you're going to have something legal that's going to bring a windfall. You're going to have luck with work. You're on the right path, surprisingly. In divine timing, you're going to be inspired in your love life. Remember, I said it's not going to happen right now. And there's a lot for your outcome, but it doesn't look all that great. I'm just going to be real with you. It doesn't look all that great. I don't see where you have a lot of good coming your way right now, collective. I don't know what to say. I was really hoping that we could turn this around, but it's not turning around, and I can't make it turn around. We have to do that in our behaviors and in our thinking. This collective is not thinking positively. There's something very wrong in this collective right now. There's something very wrong. And until we correct that and get our thinking right, we're going to continue to downward spiral and hit bottom. And when we continue to hit bottom like that, it's going to hurt worse every time you hit bottom. Somebody has a drug problem and they're with the wrong person. How do we not F ourselves in this collective? Somebody needs to have honor. You need to feel what you feel and do your shadow work. And you're not setting financial goals. You don't have any money. Well, how are they going to work on that? Spirit says you're going to challenge yourself to stop these bad habits you have. And just be yourself without all these things covering things up for you. Because you don't need that. Oh my God, I don't understand. Spirit, help me understand. Is there anything that is going to turn my situation around? May I see, please? No need to worry. The timing's right. When the time is right. I'm asking a quiet question. Okay. Alright, well, when? Yes. This keeps saying yes. This is amazing. When? When is this going to happen? In the spring, when you release resistance, sometime between now and the next 6 months. It's just around the corner. Clarify the 6 months. On a holiday, you're going to take a break. And it's later than you think, not the next full moon. It's going to take a while. Why is it taking a while? Because it didn't happen in April. It's going to happen at night when you least expect it. Can you show me when? It's going to be this year in the summer, but it's not worth waiting for. Something in less than a month is not worth waiting for, I think. What's not worth waiting for? Something that happened in January. Okay, I know what that is. What about what just happened the other day? You know when to expect this. Can you tell me when though? Faster than you think. Something happened in March. And something's going to happen in August. Somebody's birthday could be in August. Alright, I think I understand what's being said here. But this is blowing my mind just a little bit because these cards are typically right. I'm going to ask one more time this private question. Why do I need to remain positive? Okay. And once that happens, what will happen? Okay. I guess not. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. But we got to do some shadow work and do away with some bad habits in this collective. That's what's causing us so many problems. Somebody's got some drug and alcohol problems going on, and it keeps coming out. And that was so bad that the law came to my house. The fire department came to my house. And they told me that it can't happen again. I feel like I'm missing something, but I just don't know what. Oh, I know what. The first thing I want to see is what the shadow work is. Alright, some of us we need to stop going through the motions and projecting our feelings onto others. Some of us are being secretive and some of us are void. One more time I'm hearing. You're stagnant also. It's all coming out in reverse. And you make excuses. One more time. Somebody's superficial and they think everything's always the other person's fault. Anything else? Wow. People are judgmental, childish, cold. They act like everybody's secondary and they sell out. And they make excuses. I don't want anybody like that in my life. I don't know who you are, but I don't want you in my life. Okay, what is the guidance here? Because we need some. That flew out. Number 12. The Eagle King is a sign that your highest destiny is within reach. You're on the right path now, even if you can't see where you're going. The Eagle King soars high above a mountain and the valley of life and is able to see the big picture when you seem to be lost in a bit of a fog. And definitely you are. And we just saw the fog all over my house. He makes a formidable ally as he takes your prayers up toward the sun and releases them to the divine. They will be answered for the highest good of all. It's a fortunate omen when the Eagle King decides to be your ally. So you're lucky that this is going to happen for you, even though you have done shit to deserve it. If you got what you deserved, you saw that black smoke in my house. Number 15 in reverse. And this is the Queen of the Light. So, there was someone in your life that had a lot of light. It looks like that you lost that. The Queen of the Light challenges you to shine your light and not give in to fear. Remember there was a lot of fear? Are you hiding yourself for fear of rejection? Yes, you are. And you're going to be rejected because of faking. Are you as afraid of success as you are of failure? The light of the divine shining within you is the power that expresses through you. This, not your ego, is the authentic place of self-expression. The Queen of the Light also challenges you to look at how you're affected by glitter, glamour, and the superficial dreams of society. You're mesmerized by false power. The material world is fleeting. Nothing lasts forever. Make sure your intentions come from deep within you and don't base them on just that money or power or what you think you love will do for you. Ask instead what you can do or what you can offer and what you can give. True wealth resides within peace, harmony, and a sense of purpose. Remember that light isn't garnished and cold, nor is it manufactured. It's warm and brilliant and natural. Give up the attachment to the outer goal And if it's meant to be yours, it will surely come. So you're attached to this fame and this fortune and all this money and all this false Tinseltown bullshit. Having the best of everything, the best car, the best house. That's your attachment. That's stupid. That's stupid. Having a roof over your head is what's important. Having what you can afford and being real about that. And not being ashamed. I have some friends on my WhatsApp, and I think they are the most beautiful people I've ever met. And they have very, very little of anything. But they have the most beautiful soul I've ever seen. And they don't mind turning their camera on and letting me see their face. Because they are being sincere. And they're being real. And if they could get to me, they would treat me like a queen. But they don't have the money to get to me. And the ones who do think they're better than me. And that's the problem here. Your priorities are all fucked up. And it's causing you to have a very negative attitude and have a lot of negativity around you. And some of you are even involved in witchcraft because of it. That's sad. I mean, I don't know how to help you. I don't know how to help you. You have to change your priorities. That's not going to get you anywhere. If it's meant to be yours, it'll come to you. But you don't go looking for it. And you damn sure don't pretend like you have it if you don't. Because that's living in a fantasy world. That's mental illness. And then your mental illness becomes somebody else's mental illness. And that's why somebody was feeling crazy as fuck in their love life. Because not only do you have a drug problem, you're using a false personality to get your drugs. And you fucking convinced yourself that's who you are. Sick. Twisted. And it ended up with the fire department at my fucking house twice tonight. So, please don't come back. If you can't do something about your shit, don't come back here. And it's not that hard to be yourself, to take off that fucking mask you're wearing. Sir and honey, I'm not talking to you. I'll look at how she feels about you, but last time we looked, I think she was planning on marrying you. Show me how she feels about Sir in spirit. Like you're pretending and you have heart fog. You're going to have to work hard to get... You broke her trust with something you did. She's hoping that you will see through the heart fog and stop sending mixed signals. Don't send mixed signals. Be consistent. Be consistent. Every morning, good morning, I love you. Every evening, good night, I love you. If you can't be there to actually physically touch this person and hug them and kiss them, they need to hear from you. Be consistent. Don't put anything ahead of them. Except taking care of yourself. How does she feel about CERN? She has a resentment still. She's still a little bit angry with you. But you are her divine masculine, okay? Is she going to marry CERN if he gets his shit together, Spirit? CERN, thank you for owning your shit. I appreciate that. A year from now, there's something better. Not within the next few months. Choose a new direction in reverse. Is she ever going to marry him? Improving health came out. Will communicate clearly. Will she return to him? I think you're already married. Compromise. Yes, I think she will. But it's not going to be right away. You have to change a little more first. Will they ever get back together? I think you're already married. Spirit said, don't stop what you're doing. You're doing the right thing. Keep doing that. But Spirit saying, stop getting information. Forgiveness. She's got to forgive you. And you have to give her time to do that. Because that doesn't happen overnight. Especially when you've hurt somebody. You have to show them. Not just tell them. You have to show them that you've changed. And I don't know what you're struggling with because I don't know you personally. But I'd be happy to give you a private reading and give you some guidance if you need it. I had a private reading last night with a gentleman and he was having problems in his sex life. And we discussed that. And I have no doubt that it's going to get better. There is nothing that I will not discuss with you in a professional manner. Because I have integrity. Okay. You got to work on this. And you have to stop being hot and cold. That hot and cold, nobody wants that. A woman needs safety. Especially one who's been mistreated. She needs to know that when she has you in her life, that you're going to be there for her through anything that she goes through. And if she has to call you for 3 damn days and can't get you on the phone for 3 days because you're getting fucked up with your friends or whatever you're doing, that's not fair to her. She should be your priority, not your backup plan. And I'm not going to give you a sugar-coated version of this. Keep doing what you're doing. Spirit said to keep doing it. But for me to stop getting information. That you had all the information you needed. So, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to give you any more hell. I've given you enough. But I do want you to know that if you need me, I'm here. And you can just let me know how I can help you. Okay? I'll be happy to do a private reading. She's angry with you. She has a resentment against you for some reason. Whatever you did to her pissed her off. And she has to forgive you. Will she ever forgive him? Maybe that's the question. Will she ever forgive him? Romance came out, but just not within the next... It's not going to be in the next few weeks. But yes, she's going to forgive you. She loves you. She loves you, but you hurt her. You hurt her terribly. And she didn't deserve it. She was very good to you. Is there anybody else in her life? It's unlikely. Not right now. There's not. Oh, but yes. In the near future, there could be. Will it be soon? A year from now, there's something better. Forgiveness. It's just not the right time. It keeps telling me the same thing. It's not going to be, it's going to be at least a year before she forgives you. And she may be with someone else. You may have to watch her be with someone else. Right now, I don't see anybody. And she has free will, you know, so she... Do you see anybody coming towards her in the near future? It looks like she's working on her money, to be honest with you. Abundance is coming towards her in the near future. And she's going to be assertive about it, like she's working on her money. Is there any men coming towards her? Peaceful resolution. Hang on. Hang on. It looks like y'all are going to work it out. But it looks like it's going to take a year. And that's what I kept getting. And I'll ask my... It's all about free will, though. Timing can be tricky because free will plays a factor in timing. When will they be back together? When you let go. You have to let this go. You're not wasting your time, though. But you have to let the situation go. You're still trying to control the outcome. And Spirit's in control. When he lets go, when will she come back? December. Divine timing is at play, and it's not too late came out. And not in this lifetime on the bottom of the deck. So, it's all up to you. Are you going to let go? Because it could be too late, and there's no more divine time for this. And not in this lifetime. If he lets go, will she come back? And when? On a holiday, take a break. It's going to be later than you think. 6 months from now on the bottom of the deck. There is hope. You got to keep doing what you're doing, and you got to let go of the outcome. You got to, I know it's hard. You have to let this woman go. And if she is meant for you, she will come back. There's an old saying about love that says, if you love something, set it free. And if it comes back to you, then it was meant to be. But if it doesn't, then it was never yours to begin with. And then something better. Remember it kept saying something better? You might have something better. You might think this is the end-all, beat-all of relationships. And you have no clue that something better is coming. I'll be happy to continue to read about it for you and to look into it and to see what I can figure out for you if you want to continue to look at it. But it's important, even if you're looking at it, to make sure you're letting go, okay? And I love you and I thank you for being here. And I didn't mean to be hard on you, but I just want you to understand how important it is for you when you do find another woman or when you get back with her, that you don't play these games. Because a woman deserves a man who can be a safe place for her. A place where his arms feel safe. And she shouldn't have to hunt him down or worry worry about him having other women or hanging out with the guys or hustling. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay. You're doing good though, like you were doing the healing work. The healing was coming out in reverse, which makes me think that you have been trying really hard. You've come a long ways, and I'm proud of you. Okay? Alright, I appreciate you all being here. I don't know what to say. I do want to look at one more thing. I keep being led to this deck. Someone in this collective has a new relationship coming. And show me how that's going to look. They're going to give up their toxic ways. They're going to stop being so toxic. And see, that's where all of that negativity was coming from. So once they give up their toxic ways, what's being held? What are they keeping secret? Flying out. That they're not in their life purpose and they know it. And what's being shown? That they're confused and they put expectations on their self-worth. Like they feel like if they don't have money or status or clout, that they don't know. They have their what we read about in your guidance about the thinking that everything that glitters is glamorous and that's what you should try to attain. No, that's not what you should try to attain. If that's meant for you, it'll come to you. You should just try to be the best you can be. Have integrity, have compassion, have honor, be trustworthy, be a blessing to other people when you're able. And what's going to be the outcome? There it is. I cannot make it up. It keeps coming out over and over in this collective. Someone is going to have a Venus offer made to them. And it's going to involve an apology for this toxic shit right here and for not being in their life purpose and for thinking that money is the end all be all of everything in this world. And this person is not impressed by any of that. They could care less. Hey Paul, how's it going, sweetie? You doing alright? Who you calling Big Mama? I am not a big mama. I am a beautiful woman. And if you can't address me as such, then fucking leave. I am not here for numbers, and I am not here for fame. And I'm damn sure not here for the money. I'm here trying to help people. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I'm doing good, baby. I'm doing good. You doing okay? Thank you. I might not be the most beautiful person on the outside, but on the inside, I think I got it pretty much locked down. And that's what matters. I think I'm beautiful all the way around because I love myself. But I know I'm getting older, and you're going to get older one day too. And when you're 53, you're going to remember what I look like and look at yourself and go, wow, how did she stay so young looking? 53 is not young. That's a half a century. I've lived half 100 years. Why you suffer when all you want is to be yourself? Why does he suffer when all he wants to do is be himself? Part of the problem is your nutrition, the things you put into your body that you eat. You change what you're eating. Anything else? You need to listen to more music or have maybe some talent with music. I'm hearing go one more time. You need to see the beauty in the world and to know that you were born to stand out. You don't know that. You don't know you were born to stand out. You're going to go through an awakening, though. Spirit's going to take you through an awakening. And I'll tell you that when I did meditation will make you, it'll change your body. It'll make your body go back to its natural state of health and wellness. If you do it excessively, like you have to meditate for a long time every day, like 6 hours a day, you will lose weight like you would not believe. The weight will just fall off of you. It changes the way you think when you slow your thoughts down and you just listen to spirit. It changes everything about you. It changes you at a molecular level because you clear those chakras. And you wouldn't believe how having those cleared makes a difference in everything. Everything. And I'm preaching to the choir because I need to do more of it myself. I'm not perfect either. But I'm here for us to heal and for us to know the truth. Okay? That's what we need to hear is the truth. Let's find out what your best friend would say if they had a say in this. Let's find out what your best friend would say. What would their best friend say if they had a say in this? Don't work more than you live and acknowledge the good. So take a minute to acknowledge the good and don't work more than you live, okay? Now, let's see what's true about you. What's true about the collective? May I see, please? You are one of a kind. I praise you because of the wonderful way you created me. Psalm 139:14. God, this world tries to tell us we need to be more like someone else. Perhaps a celebrity, an athlete, or a person at church who seems so much more spiritual. But you only ask us to become more like Jesus. You will make that happen uniquely through each of us. When we feel pressure to conform, help us to go instead to the cross and remember that we are already loved and accepted the way that we are. There has never been and never will be another you. That means the bravest thing you can do is to be who you really are. It can seem safe to be like someone else. It's easier to hide. It's simpler to say, I'm not good enough, and walk away. But we need you. We need your gifts. We need your strengths. We need your smile. When you are who you were created to be, you become a mirror of the heart of the one who made you. The enemy of your soul will try to convince you to change who you are because he loves to interfere with the reflection. So no, say no, my friend. No to compromising, no to compromising, no to competing, no to copying. Instead, open your heart, spread your wings, lift up your head, and live with divine confidence. You have so much to offer. You are one of a kind original. No one can ever be better at being you than you. Let's say yes together. Yes to boldness. Yes to beauty. Yes to being who God made us. Let's say yes with all of our heart for all of our life. Speak yes. with everything we are and all that we become, because one of the very best ways to change the world is by refusing to change who God created each of us to be. And I closed my eyes, and that was the answer to your question. God loves you so much. Can you see that? Can you see how important you are to Spirit? Be yourself. And the people who are meant to be in your life will be there. And the ones who aren't, they were never meant to be there to begin with. But people that I have on my social media, most of the ones that are on my social media are not the most handsome. They don't have the most money, but they're the most beautiful because they're themselves. And I would take them over a millionaire that has fame any day of the week. Because that person is going to love me until they lay me in the ground. And they're going to treat me with a lot of consideration. And celebrities don't have time to be married. A lot of times they don't end up staying married because of it. Nobody wants to be second fiddle to a commercial or to a gossip column or whatever the hell else they do. I don't know. I don't watch TV. I don't know anything about being a celebrity. I don't care about it. Very few people ever experience it. Yeah, I like to watch a good movie once in a while. It's nice. They're talented and they're blessed that they have that talent. They're way overpaid for what they do. The person that can clean out your septic tank should make at least as much as they do. You let that septic tank get backed up. And they got to go through shit to get it out. And they're paying somebody who... Let me shut up. You know what I'm talking about. Get your priorities in line and stop putting these people on a pedestal. They don't belong on a pedestal. They got problems just like you and I do. A lot of them have addictions. And a lot of them, think they're bigger than God, and they do stuff like, look at that P. Diddy or whatever the fuck his name is. Look at what he was accused of doing. Can you imagine what those women went through? When a record label becomes a damn, what do you call it, a gang? A bunch of thugs thinking that they can do any damn thing they want to anyone they want and get away with it? And a lot of them were involved in it. And the same thing with that other guy. I can't think of his name, that Trump was involved with. They were doing the same thing. Sex trafficking these women. And treating them like dirt. And thinking that they could do it because they were above everybody. I don't want anything to do with people like that. And they need to be put in jail. Can I have trinkets, please? I know God's going to send somebody special in my life one day that'll treat me right. That's my age. Because I want somebody within like 5 or 6 years of my age to be in my life. so we can at least live a good life together, and we don't, one don't outlive the other again. I already went through that one time. A guitar playing skeleton. This on the back says fuck forever, and then it has like a skull on the front. So you may have thought something was going to last forever, and now you're saying fuck forever because you're realizing that person wasn't right for you. And then this is, it says, and given one conception, we ourselves create another. Like somebody gives us one concept, and we switch it around in our brain to believe something different. This says, I love my dog. Somebody has a dog they love. I know I love mine. There's a pendulum here. A music note that fell off of the pendulum. We have an elephant. Oh, we have a dancer. Somebody's a ballerina or a dancer. Somebody could have a little girl who's a dancer. I have a moon, a crescent moon. We should be having a moon, a new moon or a full moon or something. We have a full moon coming up, don't we, in a few days. We're going to do a full moon reading. A heart that says love. Hopefully we'll have a breakthrough at this next full moon because we need it in this collective. I'm telling you what, I know I need it. Oh, somebody's having a baby. I have baby feet. Somebody's having a baby. I have 2 butterflies. Lots of changes are coming in this collective. I have a tree of life. We just cleared out some negativity and got... If you were watching at the beginning and you saw all the way through to the end, you saw Spirit do something amazing. Because Spirit told me I needed protection. And I had the fire department out here twice to the point where they asked me, please, from now on, either take the alarm off, disarm it, which I was trying to do, but it was too late because the alarm was going off. Or call ahead and say, look, my alarm might go off, just ignore it and let the fire department know. I had no idea that shit was going to happen. I mean, it's in the yard. I had to put it in the yard. I have a hand of Fatima, and that's for protection, and it can also mean that you play cards. And then I have this that says, oh, I haven't seen this in a long time. Give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world. Marilyn Monroe. I have Susan B. Anthony. That could be someone's initials or name. I have a shell. I have a pentagram. That could be whoever was doing that magic. I have a butterfly. I have a tree of life inside of a heart. A lot of tree of lives. And I will say, if whoever you are, you have a gift with that black magic. But don't try that shit up in here again. Find joy in the journey. Because it's coming back to you tenfold. And you better get ready. I don't hope you're not even watching. You have a dog? I'm going to ask Spirit a question. Did you just see it say yes? Could y'all see that? It spelled yes with the question I asked it, and it's blowing my fucking mind, to be honest with you. Alright, what would you give me out of this bowl? God knows I needed some help tonight. Alright, I have a key. I have a horse. I have a piece of sea glass. I have my dragon. That's my sister right there. And I have a marble. I have that god, that Hindu god. I think it's a Hindu god. I have a cash sign because you're going to have abundance. I have a cactus or a prick. And I have a ball or a mandala thing. And then I have this thing that says, let the spirit of adventure set the tone. I I'm going to do the dice one time, and if your initials don't come out, don't freak out. It don't mean anything. These are just for, you know, something extra. Number 5, P, Neptune, L, T, J, D, U, C. B, H, E, H, F, Mercury. Number 8, Q, H, I, O. I'm going to go one more time. I have North Node, LH, C12, HTMX. Number 7. Alright, if you didn't hear your initials, it's not a big deal. Really, it's not. It's just a little something extra for somebody who might have trust issues or be unsure about something. Alright, I gotta clean this mess up. And I've decided I'm gonna declutter and get rid of a lot of stuff. So I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of it yet, but I'm going to. Because when my daughter moved in and I had to clean that back bedroom out, I have my whole living room is full. And my other daughter has my barn full. So I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put all this stuff. Alright, you guys, have a blessed evening, and I'll be back. I'm going to try to get some sleep tonight. I haven't been able to sleep, so I went and bought me some melatonin until my doctor can call in my sleeping medicine. And I'm going to try to get some sleep and get up at like maybe 8 or 9 o'clock and be ready by 11:30 so that my friends in India can catch me live tomorrow. Because I have missed you guys so much. I don't know, Paul, but that could have represented black magic, terminal illness, or severe drug use. That's all I've ever seen that kind of negativity represent. And when I say severe drug use, I'm talking about like somebody who is close to dying from it. It could represent something else, but I don't know what. And it's not in my house because I cannot get that thing to light if that camera's not on. It's something coming through that camera. And whoever, if it was black magic, just as a precaution, I did a return to sender. And I have it set up right over there. Because you put a candle behind the mirror facing east, or I think it's east, and you ask Spirit to return to sender. And I did, and Spirit will. And it may just go back to hell where it came from. I mean, I don't know where it came from or why it came, but it's got to get out of my house, because that kind of negativity will make me sick. It makes my pets sick, and I can't have that. I'll be gonna hurt somebody. Alright, I'll see you guys in the morning around 11:30. If you're able, catch me then, because I want to check out my folks in India. I haven't been seeing them lately, and I've missed them so much because I love them. They've been so good to me, and they've supported me so many times, and I haven't felt well, and I need to get my ass back to work. They'll call me tomorrow, and I won't have any time to do YouTube, but if I'm here, I'll be doing it, okay? Y'all take care. I love you, and I'm here for you. You have my phone number in the description box, my phone number, and you can get up with me on WhatsApp that way. Just put the number in with the United States code, and you can pull me up. I think it's my Dreaming Dragonfly, or it could be my name. I don't know which. But anyway, you can pull me up on WhatsApp that way if you're not in the U.S. If you're in the U.S., you can just text me, as long as you're going to be respectful. Okay? Alright, you guys take care, and I'll be here for you if you need me. You're welcome, baby. Bye-bye.